guys, so here's a little update. It's getting dark out today. Been working on the shed. Just thought I'd do a little update video. So obviously the outside was already finished, so it hasn't changed much. It hasn't changed at all in terms of what it looks like on the outside. It's a really nice looking building. I think it's really well built. And it does have a lock. So what I've done on the inside as you can see, it's completely dark in here, is I've ran some wiring for some outlets and lights. So I've ran 2 LED lights, and they're super bright and low energy, and they light up this whole thing really nicely. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 outlets, and then the light switch over there. It's not the best spot to put it because the door's over here, but I was kind of worried about not having enough wire. With the way the cost of everything's going up, especially wire, just like lumber, it costs a fortune. So I wasn't 100% certain how I was going to run it, and so that's just the way I did it, because I knew I wanted to come in right here, and then I wanted to put the lights on the end of the circuit because that was just the easiest way to do it. And so that's just where I put it. Maybe I'll move it, maybe I'll switch it, I don't know. It seems fine to me. But yeah, so that's where that light switch is. I use 12-2 wire, so this is rated for 20 amp. I think that's going to be good. If you weren't going to run anything big, you could probably do just fine with some 14, 15 amp wire. But I figured, why not just go ahead and do it. So 100 feet is what I used. 100 feet of 12-2. And as you can see, I've got still quite a bit left, probably a good 20 feet left. So 100 feet was enough to come up from here, and then come across, and then up, and then across with these 2 lights. Additionally, I have insulated everything. I missed one over here for some reason. I forgot to put in there, so I'll get that. But I insulated everything. So now I'm trying to decide if I want to put some sheetrock up. I definitely don't want to finish it out with the sheetrock, because I know this building's just going to be constantly shifting. It doesn't have a foundation. It's just sitting on, sitting on 4x6s and basically sitting on the ground. So it's going to shift constantly. And if you ever want to move it, it's obviously going to move a lot. But I'm thinking I could probably just hang some drywall and screw it, and maybe mud over the screw holes, and then just leave the seams. That way you can move around a little bit. I don't know. I also thought about paneling, but it's super expensive and it just doesn't look that good, really, I don't think. So we'll think about it. Right now it's fine the way it is. It's just a shop right now. So I think insulation is works just fine. And I've got all the outlets with covers on them, and so it's fine. I got to throw some staples in here on the insulation. I got to staple everything still, and I do advise you do that before you cover it up, because then everything's just going to sink. All right, and additionally, I don't know if you guys noticed when I started the video, but I have completed the loft all the way across. Now if I finish out the loft up top, I've only put a couple screws in this piece of OSB here, so it's basically just sitting there. And I'm gonna have to take this piece of OSB out and probably cut on it anyway, because, or you know, take it up and move it over and cut on it, because it's not fitting down in there perfectly anyway. But anyway, I completed this. I finished out all the way to the end, and then I left an opening here for the loft. And then additionally, I brought a wire up from that outlet, and then I put an outlet up here, right at here, and then I put a light and a light switch here. Oh, and then I also insulated up here. I put one light right in the middle, and it lights this whole thing up. It's pretty cool how nice those lights work. A little $20 reset or low profile LED light. I didn't put any insulation on the end. I didn't bother. I don't think I need it. It's not really that big a deal. I just want to be able to keep a decent temperature in here if I'm working in here without running an AC 24/7. So, and I got an extra roll of insulation that I didn't calculate right, so I could do the ends if I wanted to. And then also additionally, I just got to think about whether or not I want to maybe put some sheetrock or paneling up here as well, if the kids want to play up here or something. Make it into a little play area or something while I'm working, if they want to come out here. But yeah, so you can see here, this is what I'm talking about. It's not fitting down in there because everything's not perfectly square, so I need to like plane a little bit off the edge of this or something to get it to slide down in there, and then it'll be good. And like I said, if I do put sheetrock or something up, I got to take this off anyway to get it up here. So, but not that big a deal. And this is just 1/2-inch plywood. Cost a fortune. That's like $40 for one sheet. Ridiculous. So that's all it took, was a couple of, I think like 3 of these 2x6s, 10 foot, and a 4x8 sheet of plywood, and that finished out the loft. So that wasn't too bad. And then all this insulation, I got 4 rolls of, I can't remember, I think it's 40 feet, but it's 23-inch. That's the nice thing about this shed, is this is 24-inch spacing here, which, so they make these to fit that spacing, and then they make the insulation to fit the 16-inch on center, which is what the studs are down here. So that is a convenient part of it. It just goes up real easy, and I stapled it all up there, so it just works really good. So that's it, guys. You know, next we'll be deciding. I'll probably go ahead and start moving some stuff in here. Probably start moving my workbenches in here and try to figure out my layout for where I want my tools to sit and everything. That's why I put all these outlets up high, because I'm thinking a lot of workbench space. So, and possibly my desk and computer can come out here, but we'll see. Also, one thing I did forget to mention is, so this is where the power comes in, and right now all I did was I ran it into a plug. So I just got a plug on the end of it, and then I ran an extension cord into my outdoor outlet, my GFI protected outlet. So that's just temporary until I run electric from the house, but all you're going to do is bring it in through the floor right here is what I'm going to do, and wire it into that. So not that big a deal. That's just a temporary thing, and I just wanted to go ahead and get it wired in and test everything out. So if you were going to run it off an extension cord anyway, you probably wouldn't need 12-2, but like I said, I'm going to run it into my house and run it up to a breaker box. So anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody watching. If you like my shed video and you're interested to see where I go from here, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching.